I think it will be absolutely awesome.
I'm Leni, an ecologist and in my early 30s. In the beginning of the year, I made my two biggest dreams come true. I adopted a rescue puppy and bought a piece of land, including a derelict cottage, which I want to turn into a beautiful homestead for us and a safe haven for wildlife. This is our story.
Because you probably don't want to see me sieving through soil for 3 weeks in a row, and I'm also a person who just works better going with the flow and working on projects that I feel like. Today we are starting a new project, and that is building a garden arch. I have been dreaming of like this arch where beans can climb up and all of that, and I want to start that project today. Behind me you can see this round metal thing. I think it's used to pour concrete onto and stabilize it. The previous owners dumped a bunch of wood in it. I would rather have my wood stacked neatly somewhere than dumped into this metal wire cage. It's just wrapped around, so it's one big piece. There's a lot of brambles growing inside and through it, so that will be nice. And I want to see if I can get that out of there and use it to build a garden arch for my beans. That's the plan. The thing with properties like mine is that usually when you want to do one thing, you have to do like 5 other things to actually get to the one thing that you wanted to do initially. I don't really mind because that is kind of how my brain works anyway, but I do sometimes have to remind myself what my initial project was that I actually wanted to make. Anyway, that is the last wheelbarrow load that I got out of there. There's some wood in there that's just too rotten. I will just put it to the side and it can just rot, or I will use it in something like a hugel bed. Now I just have to get that one wheelbarrow of wood sorted away, and then I can see if I am able to manage to get out that wire thing by myself, or if I will have to wait for other people to help me. This wood stack will definitely need to get a roof sooner or later. It's a lot bigger than I thought it would be, but that is awesome. I think this will make like an absolutely beautiful arch. I'm so excited. Now I just need to get it to the garden. It's quite heavy. Maybe I can actually tie it back up into a circle and then roll it. I have been debating where I want to put this arch because it will probably be like a centerpiece, and I think it's time to start the diamond-shaped beds. The arch will be 2 meters 30 about long, so that is quite a long tunnel, but I love it already. I think I have to resize the diamonds just a tiny bit, but I will just start digging right now and see if I can get this up. I have 6 of these rebarb wire? What do you call it? That I can use to set the arch or the tunnel into place, knock them into the ground, and make it be secure. But they're so long that I will actually need a ladder to get them into the ground. The pole ladder to the rescue. I think I kind of underestimated how big this would be. I thought it would be arching over a pathway, but it will probably be arching over a whole bed. So maybe I have to overthink my garden design for this part. I am loving this arch already so much, even though it's not even finished and there's nothing growing on it, but I think it will be absolutely awesome. This is most definitely not the ideal hammer for this job, but it's the one that I have. So I drove the stakes like a meter into the ground, so this whole construction should not be going anywhere. It is wonky because of how the wire was wrapped and stood there for I don't know how many years, but I don't mind, and I'm pretty sure the peas won't mind and the bees won't mind either. Now I just need to figure out what I want to do with the beds around the bottom of the archway, but I will leave that for tomorrow. So I made a mistake while building this structure. I had placed this side of the arch too far in that direction that it would have ended pretty much exactly where I want the bed to end, which would have resulted in two problems. First of all, that I wanted to have the edge of the bed there to be symmetrical with the little ones in front, and also I would not have been able to reach that far into the bed to this side of the arch. So I dug the poles because I got them about a meter into the ground and I wasn't able to just pull them out. It was quite exhausting getting them back out. Now I have placed the arch, or this side of the arch, farther in so that the distance from the arch and that side of the bed is about symmetrical with the distance between this side of the arch and this end of the bed. But now it's kind of tilted. It doesn't look very nice. I mean, I can deal with the top not being super nice, but I would like the sides to at least go vertically. I added this just to hold it together a bit, and my thoughts are that I will now get a lot thicker, do we call this rebarb, pound those into the ground and hope that that will hold the structure upright. I switched over to bricks as the edging because I was afraid that I won't have enough roof tiles, because I still have my massive keyhole bed that I want to finish, and I started that with roof tiles, so I would like to finish it with them as well. The bed is finished and I love it. Now this arch only needs some stronger supports to actually stay vertical on the sides, and I need to plant it. I have so many ideas of what I could grow up this trellis or this arch that I am pretty sure that this will not be my last one. I have 3 or 4 more of these panels around the property that are at the moment functioning as fences, and I will most likely also repurpose them as garden arches. Along this one, I will probably be growing some type of beans, but I would also love to grow some cucumbers, melons, or loofah up some of these arches. This project has been going on for far longer than I thought it would, but I finally have 4 thicker rebar wire things, 2 for each side, so I hope that I can finish this today. Time to see if this actually works. It's definitely not perfect, but I think it's good enough. I added some soil from another project where I actually need to dig a hole to even out the bed a bit, but I will need to add some more soil in the future. But I think I can actually call this project finished. I would love to show you a beautiful result of the beans already climbing up the trellis, but that will have to wait a few more weeks. I am planning on filming garden tours starting in June, so I hope until then we might already see some results for that bed. I have added some cabbages along one side and already sown some beetroot, but they aren't showing yet. But I am happy to call this project finished because the next one is already waiting. I have a dumpster in front of the property that wants to be filled, and you will see that in the next video.